All right, so I want to talk about my musical past. So when I was about 14 years old, I had decided that I wanted to become the greatest rock star that ever lived. So, I was inspired by, like the Foo Fighters. They're my all-time favorite band. I love everything that Dave Grohl does. I think that he's just a genius musician, going as far back from like Nirvana to, keeping the Foo Fighters as around as they have been around. And, just everything about his music just really inspired me to say, hey, I can do this. And I was also listening to other bands like Linkin Park at the time, which when they were really good, like their first two albums were like the best albums they've ever had. Who else was I listening to? I was listening to, I'm not gonna lie, I was really big into the whole emo scene. I had the whole emo haircut. I even had a goatee at the time, which I justified how it went together, even though it kind of didn't. But, but yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's a picture somewhere on my hard drive of me looking all emo. So I was really into bands like Fall Out Boy. I was into My Chemical Romance, The Used. Now I can't even really listen to those bands without kind of cringing a little bit. So anyway, I just want to talk about this. This is my very first guitar I've ever owned. I call it Blue because it's blue. It's a little dusty at the moment. I haven't pulled it out of its case in a while. The strings really need to be changed. I remember I was 14 years old and it was Christmas Day, and I had been wanting a guitar for years, since I was like 10. So I remember waking up Christmas morning and going into my parents' living room and seeing this thing in its case, and I was like, oh shit. So I walked up to it, I opened it, pulled it out, and I was just like, oh my god, this thing is amazing. That day, I mean, I was only like able to strum like 3 chords. And it didn't even sound that good. So I wound up taking guitar lessons, and this guitar teacher was a really, really freaking awesome guitarist. His name was Nathan Black. I remember him very well, and he was a really, really good, really, really good person. He was like, he was a missionary, so sometimes we wouldn't have lessons because he would be off to another part of the world, helping, doing some good, helping out kids in need, helping out families in need. So, he would, so sometimes I would miss a lesson now and then. We took lessons like every Saturday morning, and he was a big blues guitarist. So he would teach me like some of the most basic blues riffs. That's just 2 chords, but I mean, I could do a little better than that. Now, while this was my very first guitar, I wouldn't say this was my favorite guitar. Now, my favorite guitar is my red acoustic guitar. It's a little red in the back, that's why I call it red. And this thing and me just kind of like went together like peanut butter and jelly. When I was, doing I did like 2 solo shows, and this was the best guitar for me. Of course, it makes sense. Most people are not going to do solo shows with an acoustic guitar. I remember I did my high school Battle of the Bands with this guitar, and it was pretty well received, actually. I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. I don't think my voice is that good. Some people have mixed feelings about my voice. I understand. And most of my songs were like 3, 4 chord songs. Now, I'm not going to lie. Yes, I've been playing since I was 14 years old. How good am I? Well, that's kind of debatable. See, I would say, I got to like a certain point, and I wasn't able to get past that point. And I wound up, as I've gotten older, I'm 24 now, so it's been about 10 years. In those 10 years, I kind of became more or less an off and on musician. Like, I stopped being so serious about it, and I became more serious about making videos. So pretty much what I'm doing right now, filming myself, is more my passion than playing music. Now, with that said, though, music is still a very strong love of mine. It's just, I'm not pursuing it as strongly as I pursue other avenues. But, I still try to keep up with it as much as I can. Now, I've forgotten a lot of songs that I've learned. There was like a lot of you know, for a while, I can honestly say that probably when I was 18, I was a lot better guitarist than I am right now at the age of 24. That's just because, you know, I haven't really kept up with it as much. Now I'm trying to relearn because I figure it's really good to kind of keep these skills sharpened. So what I'm going to do for you today is I'm going to sing for you an original song that I wrote when I was 14. It's called Come On, Come On. It was pretty much about this girl who was leading me on. Now, it's a little bit high schoolish, and I'm not going to lie, it gets out of tempo. My voice is kind of like not that great. So it's not the perfect song, but everyone that's heard it told me they liked it. Hopefully, they're, you know, everyone, you know, hopefully it's as good as they say it is. So, anywho, 3, 2, 1. Tired of watching TV, tired of reading magazines, tired of waiting by the phone, looking at the clock, waiting for you to call. So come on, come on, come on. Tired of sitting around, waiting for you. Come on, come on, come on. Tired of breaking my back, waiting for you to not make a move. Tired of eating caffeine and sugar, tired of hearing the same song over and over again. Tired of being nocturnal, baby, I need my sleep. So come on, come on, come on. Tired of sitting around, waiting for you. Come on, come on, come on. Tired of breaking my back while waiting for you to not make a move. So if you're not going to make a move, I can just tell, I can just feel that this is not gonna work between you and me, 'cause we're trapped in a trend, and it seems that I'm holding you back. So come on, come on, come on. 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 Tired of waiting for you.